Hey guys, and welcome back to Just Tiff Tarot. I am Tiff, and I'm going to be doing your collective love reading for today. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this popped up on your timeline, there may be a message in here for you, so make sure that you listen through the end. And please remember that this is a collective reading. So the collective is you, it's me, it's everybody. So if you hear a message that doesn't feel like it's yours, it's probably for somebody else. So if it don't apply, let it fly. But if you hear something that gives you like a little gut feeling, or you're like, that sounds like it might be for me, perk your ears up and use your discernment. All right, let's go ahead and get the energy for the love. So, what I'm going to do for the love reading today is first, I'm going to get an energy reading on you. I'm going to get an energy reading on whoever you may be thinking about. Okay, I'm not here to judge whether you're in a relationship, a situationship, or what have you. I'm going to go over any blockages that y'all may have and just some advice. Okay. All right. So let me get at the bottom of the deck is the Empress and the upright. So that's already telling me if you're the feminine, if you're a feminine energy, even if you're not a feminine energy right now, if this is at the bottom of the deck, you're feeling yourself, you're in a good mood. Okay. Maybe you don't see it yet, but your Empress energy is coming. So let me take a look at your energy right now. So we have Knight of Wands in the reverse. Give me a little bit more of the Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is your energy right now? Okay. So the Knight of Wands in the reverse typically is someone who I don't want to say fuck boy, but it's definitely like fuck boy, fuck girl energy. So somebody who's coming in with passion, but not coming in with thought. They're coming in hot. They're coming in spicy. And the card that came out right after it was the Queen of Swords in reverse. So what this is telling me is that somebody you um in whatever situation you're in, even if you're single right now, you may be focusing a lot of energy on passion projects. You may be focusing a lot of your energy on quick moving, maybe half-witted situationships that may not be working out for you. Let me get the energy of the person that you may or may not be dealing with. If you are not dealing with anybody, disregard the next part. If you are dealing with somebody, whether you be, like I said, if you're in a relationship, a situationship, if you are in a thruple, okay, 333 on the timer. If you are in, sorry, 303 was on the timer. If you are in a thruple, okay, this is for whoever you're thinking about the most in that thruple, okay. All right. So the energy of the person, we got the Chariot in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for your energy, what I'm getting is kind of anger, scattered energy, um, really intense behavior, cruel. You're not really you you your energy is very, very impulsive. It's what it's showing me. If this does not apply to you, remember this could be for anybody. Someone watching this is going to, okay, if it's resonating, it's resonating. But you're feeling very impulsive, maybe frustrated, easily. You're like maybe even a ticking time bomb. This is what this is showing me. It looks like you have a little bit of repression in your physical outputs, is what we'll say. And for who you're thinking about in this moment, their energy is showing me Chariot in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands, you already noticed my dingling card. So when it's in the reverse, that means somebody is lacking a lot of passion. They're weighed down with the Chariot in reverse. That means somebody is not in alignment. Somebody can't really move forward. Somebody feels like they don't really have control over the situation. Let me get I'm going to pull out the relationships and singles oracle deck just so I can see what the blockages are in the present moment. Let's give this a nice little shuffle. What I'm also seeing is that there isn't a lot of heart based, there's not a lot of love in this situation. So whether it be, if you're single, what you're looking for or what you're giving your energy towards is not love based. It's very lust based is what I'm showing. Even with it, and if you are in a partnership with you and your partner, this is also giving very lust based with the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. If it's in reverse, that means at some point it must have been in the upright, which means there was a lot of activity going on, which means right now there's no more activity going on. And it could have been because you guys maybe were not in alignment with each other. Or maybe you're recognizing, or your person is recognizing that there's some type of misalignment between the two of you. Let me go ahead and get incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. Love sucks. You've stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can open up again. Yeah, there's literally no love here. And fated to be alone is in the reverse. Okay. So the blockages that I'm seeing in the present moment, so that if you are single, this part is going to be for you. You are not fated to be alone. Some people have this kind of misconception that if things don't work out, if love doesn't work out, if this passion doesn't work out, if this thing that I put my energy into doesn't work out, then it might leave you feeling very incomplete, feeling like love sucks and that you're fated to be alone. But you are not fated to be alone, and that's what this is giving confirmation of. It's that if you, it's not even that there is not a lot of love. Like, I'm not seeing any cups, I'm not seeing an ace of cups, I'm not seeing any love. And for this to come out that says love sucks, if you are dealing with somebody and you're carrying the energy that the feeling of love is not something that is completing you right now, it's leaving you incomplete. With this, the heart, there's a hole in the heart. If this situation is leaving you with a hole in the heart, feeling like love sucks and that you might be fated to be alone, or you might feel like you need to stay in this situation so that you're not alone. So this could be avoiding being alone, which is why the two of you might still be functioning together. um that could be for maybe even one person. um what this is telling me is that everyone kind of needs to focus on completing themselves. If you, if your energy when you're interacting with somebody makes you not logical, it makes you impulsive, it makes you reactive, it makes you argumentative, it makes you manipulative, if it makes you like scatterbrain, that's not something that you need to be pouring your energy into, nor is it productive. And if the reason that you are staying with someone is simply because you are scared to be alone, then you are setting yourself up for failure in the long run. For this to be a wand heavy reading, a very fiery reading, what this is telling me is that lust may be passion. Passion is missing from, whether you're single, you're not acting through positive passion, you're acting through lustful passion. So, not something creative, not something that motivates you, not something that drives you, but more so something that satisfies a need, satisfies a immediate need, satisfies something that you might have been wanting to do impulsively. This situation feels very impulsive. Especially if the chariot, which is a major arcana, is in the reverse, which means that the whole situation is out of alignment. I wish that there were more cups to come up, but if this is resonating with you, if whether it be you, if you're a cross watcher, because cross watchers are welcome. So if you're cross watching and the other energy is you, what this is telling me is that you're feeling very, very weighed down by your inability to move forward. And if your inability to move forward is driven by your fear of being alone, then you're going to continue to feel incomplete. You're going to continue to feel like love sucks because you're not opening yourself up to the beauty of what love can be, because you're stuck. You're keeping yourself stuck. Um Let me get a little bit of advice. I got the Six of Cups in the reverse. So someone is living in the past. This could be um a toxic past life like relationship that you were engaged in. This could be something where you maybe are living off of the idea of something that was created. I say past, I want to say past life. So when I say past life, it just means like in another portion of your life before this one, before you grew up a little bit more. So this could be a past life connection. This could be something from childhood that you maybe can't let go of. This could be something that you're living through. This could be for one person, two people. It doesn't. This is giving like a high school reincarnation of lust. So this is a high school reincarnation of lust. Then just it, it may not be fated. Like I understand that sometimes, like later in life, you may meet someone, and you're like, oh my god, this is meant to be. We were fated. It's supposed. If you meet someone and through that engagement it causes you to act impulsively, it causes you to argue, it causes you to only rely on sex, then I can assure you that's the reason why the justice came up in reverse. So the justice came up in reverse is that someone is lacking accountability in this situation. So someone may not be looking at the fact that there is no love. It could be both of you. It could be the cross watcher. It could be you in particular who is lacking the ability to recognize that this is not really working out for you, and also holding what role you played in maybe this not working out. If you're single and you're walking around with the idea that love sucks, then what this is showing is that you're being unfair to yourself. You're not being just to yourself. You're not being even accountable to yourself in determining it, or understanding why you feel this way about love. Um, Let me get a little bit more. Let me get the oracles. This is feeling like y'all might need some oracles. As soon as I pulled it out, walk away was at the bottom. I'm a shuffle, but I'm gonna read this. Walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose, which the chariot is in reverse. So when the chariot is in the upright, because it's a major arcana, it shows that you are in alignment with yourself. It shows that you are ready to take forward movement. 1313 on the timer. What this is showing is that you are going to have to walk away from something. It may not be the person, it may be the arguing, it may be the miscommunication, it may be the physical activity, so that you guys can come to a common ground, maybe abstaining from something for a little while. But this is telling me that someone needs to walk away from something. I'm gonna give this one good shuffle. One good shuffle. One good shuffle. Growing and maintain discipline. Doing anything that requires perseverance is growing. If you don't give up when you encounter setbacks and persist, you will get closer to your goal. Perseverance is the key to success and makes you undefeatable in the face of difficulties. Maintaining discipline. The day you're waiting for will come, but you have to maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy, maintain focus. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. So, what this is telling me is if if you are in a partnership that isn't really working out for you, and maybe you are trying to abstain from certain activities to improve the relationship, maintain your discipline, because that is a signal of growth. If you're able to identify something that needs to be taken out in order for growth, that is what you should be doing to move forward in your partnerships, in your relationships, whether they be romantic or not romantic. If you are by yourself, what this is saying is that at this you're growing. You're growing to a point where you need to learn how to maintain some more discipline within yourself. If the Knight of Wands is in reverse again, that's my fuckboy card. That means you be in and out. That means you go, you here for a good time and not a long time. So maintaining discipline over behaviors that don't necessarily keep you in alignment is something that's really, really, really going to be beneficial to you. All right. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this reading. Please make sure that you hit the like and subscribe and turn your notification bells on so that you do not miss the next reading. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.